I'm Todd Suhn, professional steer wrestler. I've been rodeoing now for 20 years professionally. I started rodeoing when I was 8 years old at the local play days. I got bucked off a horse in the pop race. Got up out of the ground, dusted off, headed back over. I was pretty mad at the guy that hit my horse in the butt. Caused him to buck, I was pretty sure. But I was addicted. The crowd there, it was a fun thing. The family was all there. We were gathered up. We're having fun in a friendly competition. And it's snowballed from there. We started breakaway roping and goat tying and chasing everything we could chase with a rope or a horse and riding steers. And we just went on to roping and bulldogging. When we started bulldogging, then it really clicked with me. I was a bigger kid and I wasn't afraid to jump off a horse. It was all pretty intriguing to me. It was fun. And I don't know, my brother and I just clicked. We both end up making the NFR. I couldn't imagine any other way. It's been 20 years now, 16 NFRs. We're shooting for 17. We started with our own horse when I was back in high school. That turned out to be one of the greatest horses ever in the steer wrestling. He was Horse of the Year in the PRCA as well as the NIRA college ranks. And the background I have with horses has enabled me to train my own horses professionally. And I'm the only cowboy that's made the NFR 17 times in the steer wrestling, as well as the only cowboy that's always rode his own horse and trained the horse that he rode at the NFR. And I consider that a big accomplishment. And it gives me an introspect on how to manage a horse and how to truly make your horses the best athlete and competitor that they can be. We started on the iFEED system, and in as little as 30 days I saw an improvement in my horse's overall condition and the way they went at their grain. They finished their grain every time. Through that system of feeding small portions, the horses would gobble up their grain. They were looking better. The overall advantage of the feeding system was the better utilization of the feed. You could actually see I was feeding less feed and I was getting better results from it. The horse I'm using now is Maximus. He's a 14-year-old AQHA gelding. I purchased him from Mel Potter. I trained him when he was 6 years old to bulldog, and at 7 we went to the NFR and won numerous PRCA rodeos on him. We've won over $1 million on Max, and he's a great all-around horse. I've won money at the NFR as well as Pendleton and Cheyenne on that horse. In my rodeo horses, I expect a lot out of them. I make my living on their backs, and I need them to do their job every day. To depend on a horse to do his job every day requires a lot of training and a lot of faith. There's so many variables that go into a rodeo event and a rodeo run. It's hard to believe. It all boils down to one instant when you nod your head, how everything's going to play out. Instincts in a horse are something I look for, but then we mold them and create them and train them to become the best at what they can do. The iFeeders help me in the ways that they let a horse settle down. When a horse is feeling good and is more relaxed, he's a better student and he's also a better competitor, which makes my job easier. I'm Todd Suhn, and I feed naturally.